That's it. My fucking rear brake's gone.
What?
My rear brake is gone. Like completely. Yeah.
Did you forget your glasses on purpose?
Oh no, I totally fucking... Dude, fuck. It's funny how I said, oh, there's nothing that could possibly break. Fucking rear brake.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, it might be the brake fluid completely boiling and shot, because I never bled the rear brakes nor checked, and the front brake fluid was absolutely burnt to hell when I replaced it.
Oh.
So I might just have to bleed my rear brakes, which luckily I brought everything to do that.
Yeah.
Our first track day, I'm exhausted because I just finished the second session. The first session I literally did 5 minutes on it, and I boiled my brakes. If you don't know, this is my GSXR1000 2003. Kind of a solid bike, I guess. I ride it to work every day, so I've only been riding like a month and a half total, if you don't know, ever. So this is a little bit too much bike for my, a lot of bike for my first track day, but I did dial it in. If you don't know, I got the salvage, and it was like a weird stunt looking bike or something like that, but everything's solid. The only thing is, after the first 2 laps in the first session, I boiled the shit out of my rear brakes, where the lever was just not doing anything at all. And turns out if you guys saw, I went to a harsher compound in the front for pads, and I bled the front brakes with really good fluid, but the rear ones I never touched, and I really should have bled them and gotten a new pad. But basically, I bled it here in between session 1 and session 2. They work perfect now, so hopefully there won't be anything wrong with the bike, although I did bring all my tools. We did bring a pop-up tent, as you can see, and her car is right here actually, and yeah, it's a pretty nice setup. And you're required to tape up your taillights and turn signals. You're required to tape up your mirrors just to not distract you, but I just took mine off. It's 2 bolts. Tape up your headlight. I disconnected my headlight, and I disconnected my brake light anyway, just so that the tape doesn't heat up and stick too much. And then I think I read it online. I don't know if this one requires it, but you duct tape over your wheel weights just to prevent them flying off. But yeah, this I didn't realize how much racetracks actually like chew up your tires. As you can see, the rear tire using almost all of it, and it's like you can see the chunks of rubber and stuff on it. But yeah, I'm gonna put the GoPro on for every session, and maybe Rachel will get like an outside clip or something of me riding, but just focusing on body position. This next session coming up, I think I'm gonna ask one of the coaches to just follow them, or for him to watch me, because I'm just really trying to understand the switching your foot placement into a corner and getting your knee out and kind of hanging off the bike. It's a little bit weird to do it all at once. I kind of like, oh, I need to be like this, and then I need to hang my butt off, and then I need to get my knee out, and I do it all separately instead of all at once. Obviously this is a leader bike, so in straight lines this can kind of out accelerate most of the bikes here, unless they're also a leader bike, but most people are clearly riding on 600s because they are usually a better track bike. But I'm not even flooring it in the straights. I'm just staying in second at like half throttle up to like almost red line, and then I'm just engine braking, and that's really it. I just stay in second gear around the track. I don't know if I should be utilizing first more or not, because first gear does go pretty high. But yeah, enjoy the footage, and I'll capture my progress as hopefully I get better throughout the day. So it's actually the day after the track day now. It was a tough ride home because, as you know, I rode the bike an hour and a half to the track, and I rode it an hour and a half home. I was so dehydrated though. I drank like 10 bottles of water and Gatorade throughout the day, and I never once pissed once, which I guess is a clear sign. But on the way back, we hit traffic, and I literally felt like I wasn't even breathing. Like, it just felt like I was just chugging air for no reason inside my helmet. It was horrible, but I got home fine and everything, but then I just was so exhausted. The next day my entire body is sore, but so worth it. I'm already actually looking into the next track day, which there's one outside of Tucson, like 3 hours away. I couldn't ride to that one though, so I'm trying to figure out if I can like rent the truck for a day or if I just buy a truck because I don't have any cars or anything like that. So I have no idea, but it was really, really worth it. For the most part, I showed the fast clips first, but throughout the session, they do offer coaching, and there's like 40-plus-year-old dudes who've been riding a long time, and they've actually coached. Some of them have coached pro people, and it really helped because about the first session or two, I went out doing God knows what. I couldn't even figure it out. But then the coach actually took me out. He told me to follow him and actually, to realize the lines of the track and how to go in it. He's like, don't focus on anything. Just brake with your front brake only. Don't move your feet. Don't lean. Just follow me. And that's what I did. And it helped a lot. Then he went behind me. He told me if I was going in too early, too late into the corners. Then after that, I focused on, once I got really comfortable with the lines, I just focused on switching my feet for the corners and hanging my butt off to kind of hang off the bikes for the corners. And then the last two sessions is where I was really getting like overconfident and cocky and stuff. Luckily nothing happened, but I was like straight up hanging off of my bike through the fast turns, going like 70 miles an hour, hitting the apexes and stuff. And it was really, really fun. As you saw in some of the clips, I was actually getting up some of the riders' asses. Like, there was a Yamaha school with R3s, R6, and R1, three of them, and they had to stick together, and I kept getting up the ass of like most of them until they just told me to pass. But it was pretty fun. Either way, seriously, no regrets. It was wonderful. It sucks that I tracked my bike before I even tracked my M3 or car. It's funny to think, but I feel like all the time in life I try to overcomplicate everything. Like when I tried to drift, I tried to build this crazy drift car before I even went to my first event. With track, I've never even been to a real track day with a car, and here I am trying to build a GTM3 for my first track day. So it's really nice with the bike. All I really did was return it to stock, get some new tires, get some new brakes, just the essentials, and I just wanted to hit the track. No need for any kind of crazy stuff, just whatever I needed to pass tech and be safe. And it was a really, really good time, and I really look forward to learning even more because for $100 for that track day, I've literally never had so much fun in my life. Like, 100%. Bikes are wonderful. The only thing I hate about bikes is you can't really express yourself. Like, you can't make your bike look really nice, like a car. Like, you can make a car look one of a kind. You'll never see a car like it, like the M3 sort of in a way. But with bikes, they kind of all eventually look the same. Like, I like how my bike looks black on gold, but my point is it's not hard for somebody else to have a black bike and paint their wheels gold and look exactly like it. But either way, thanks so much for watching, guys. Sorry it wasn't so much of like a descriptive track day because, like I said, I only had 40 minutes, which sounds like a lot, but in between the sessions. But it was crazy because I slept at one point, as you can see in this picture, and it was just overwhelming. But still had an awesome day. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.